the next like 2 days, I was like, I heard that it was the 30th anniversary of Goodfellas. So I was like, that man, we are in the zeitgeist.
We are. And you know, it's funny because
I want to say, just because I didn't get to say last time, thank you, Spider. Thank you. Thank you, Spider. This is for you.
And that's a great segue. So for those of you that join us only on video, I just want to make sure you all know you guys can catch the Dan Fogler 4D experience in its pure audio form on both Spotify and iTunes. Dan does shows usually about every week. Yeah, I know you're filming Fantastic Beasts, so maybe schedule may fluctuate a little right now, but dropping those shows, you can catch additional shows in addition to the live video. You can catch the audio shows on the 4D Experience on Spotify and iTunes. You just had Lizzie Feldman on the podcast, yeah?
Yeah, Lizzie. I went to high school with Lizzie. She is like my oldest, bestest friend, and she writes for Dead to Me. She just got nominated for the Emmys, and check out that show. That's a really cool show. Really funny. Christina Applegate. So Lizzie's, she wrote for Two Broke Girls, and she's working her way up, and it's amazing. She's like my pal.
That's
so
awesome.
very, very proud of her. Yeah, check out that interview. It's a good one. It's really fun. I sent out the Fogler fun packs, just so you know. So please, when you get them, they're posters, comic books, photos, signed photos of yours truly. Let us know. Take pictures, put them on Instagram. Let me feel good about fulfilling my chores. I want to know that they made it to you, and yeah. And then also my comic books, man. There's a lot going on. My comic books, Moon Lake, Fishkill, Brooklyn Gladiator, are in stores now. They're getting great reviews, man. I'm so pleased. And the stores are selling out of the books, and knock on wood.
That's
Very
awesome.
happy.
That's awesome. Now, before we go further, you got to tell me about Dark Matter. We ran the Dark Matter trailer, right? And you're doing Montalban, right? Yeah. It was very Montalban.
It's very Montalban. Okay, so
I love the design of this character too. He looks great.
Okay, so Zak Aventus. This is for Click Sport -1 for the Crown channel. This is another thing that it's for Twitch, and it's like a streaming gaming show, but we combined it with sketch comedy. It's nothing. It's like an experimental thing, and it was their #1 show, man. We had a 3-day tournament, and it was #1 3 days in a row, man. So I'm very, very happy about that. And Zak, so check that out. You can look for it on Twitch. You can see all 3 shows, and it did really well. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot more of Zak in the future. Yeah, I had a little bit of a hand in creating this character, because the guys who invented the show were guys that I did UCB with and sketch comedy with like 20 years ago. So now it's like paying off. But so Zak, I love Ricardo Montalban from The Wrath of Khan.
Of course.
And I have been honing this impression since I was traveling around the moons of Nibaras and through perdition's flames. and so I was like, ooh, can I do a character that is an homage to Ricardo, please? They were like, yes. And they were like, so what do you want him to look like? And I was like, well, he's got to have the ripped chest, man. It's like, because Ricardo always has the shirt open with his giant pectorals. I was like, let's do that. And they just
took my last breath at thee.
Yes, I spit my last breath at thee. Because he tasks me, and so I must have him. Okay, so then they took it a step further and made the entire shirt open with like, it looks like it looks like I'm a cast member from 300 or something. So the way I describe it is, imagine Galactus.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Imagine Galactus ate Ricardo Montalban, and Jeff Goldblum from Ragnarok, and then like got sick and stumbled into a party where the cast of 300 and Tron were having an orgy. You mix all that together, and then you got Zak.
That visual is too much. You can't even contain all of that.
We got plenty of Zak. So that was one commercial. We're going to have more Zak.
Zak Aventus.
Zak Aventus.
We need an action figure. Zak needs to be an action figure. That's got to happen, right?
From your lips to Zak's ears, my friend.
Right? That's got to be, like, of all your characters, that's the action figureable most one, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's the only one with abs. That's for sure. That's the first time I've ever had abs.
Then you can be in Grunberg's band, the action figures. There you go.
I already am in the band.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. Let's comment on your shirt for a second here, pal. You got the Princess Bride shirt.
Yeah, here we go.
Now, I thought
the Inconceivables.
That's fucking
you
great.
Like it?
I love it. I love a good mashup. Well, the Man in Black is still the Man in Black.
Right. He didn't get the memo on the red.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, Cary Elwes has been on the podcast. He does probably the best impression of Marlon Brando I've ever heard. It's fucking great because he worked with him. He's got great stories.
I've QA'd him twice at live events. He's a phenomenal storyteller.
And that's another, I don't know if you know, but that's another, it's like a 35th year anniversary of The Princess Bride. They just did so dude, the zeitgeist, it's here on this show. Oh, yeah.
We have our fingers to the pulse. We have our fingers to the pulse of pop culture here at the Dan Fogler 4D Experience. You heard it here first.
So let's hear your inconceivable. Let's hear your
inconceivable.
Whoa, what do you?
I feel like he's at the end. He does something with his lips that I physically can't do, so I kind of have to shake my head like if I were doing a Donald Duck or something like.
You mean a Daffy Duck? Yeah, Daffy. No, he is Daffy. He is.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Never get involved with a civilian
war in Asia.
When death is on the line. Yeah, man. Yeah, he is. I would love to see him as the Emperor from Return of the Jedi. I do a bit with Daffy as the Emperor, but Wallace Shawn can do that too.
We got to get him on this show. He'd be great.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and get Cary back onto the video cast, and I can feel your anger growing inside of you. Come on, it's like perfect.
That's what she said.
I've never heard that joke before. What is that about?
Hey, sorry, I was watching The Office.
No, I get it. So, okay, so just before we jump into this, is perfectly rolling along into 420. Right? You're so proud of yourself. Bernie had a hard time because his power went out. He had to go to another place like last minute, buddy. We almost didn't have you. We didn't have you. What happened?
I was gonna be going around with my phone on Zoom, like walking through the wilderness. I was gonna be like, "We're here at the 40X on my crap ass cellular hotspot."
You're like on a bike. You're like trying to get to the next place. Hi, everyone.
If I did that, I definitely would have done like the Red Hoodie ET style riding the bike.
Ooh, and then you're just floating here. So hold on, wait a minute. That's messed up. So what happened? You had a blackout, or
it's hot down here in Southern California. There's crazy stuff going on with the power, and literally, we do our pregame at like 3:15. I'm heading up to turn on my set, and I just hear all the devices in the house shut off, and I'm like, who? Someone is trying to prevent the 40X from happening.
That's a messed sound. No, you can't stop the 40X.
No, can't stop the signal.
Yeah, that's like you said it, man. You would have been on a skateboard with your iPhone trying to get a signal.
Dan, if I were on a skateboard, I'd be dead right now. If I had been trying to skate.
No, I think that you would have pulled it off. You would have done your best Marty McFly impression.
Sketch. Yeah, holding the back. I tried to do that when I was a dumbass kid.
I bet a lot of kids
tried to do that. Yeah.
I bet a lot of kids tried to do that and just got a face full of bumper when the fucker stopped by
And I loved all those terrible skateboard movies like Gleaming the Cube.
Oh, Gleaming the Cube. Was that Scott Baio? Am I wrong?
No. Oh God, what's his name? Christian Slater. Christian Slater.
Christian Slater.
Yeah.
Christian Slater. Okay, so I want you to watch
man.
Make sure everyone watches a Social Dilemma documentary. People get to watch this. Watch this thing. I mean, there's some parts of it that are, I don't know, sketchy, but a lot of it is very watchable, and it gets into the psychology of all of us on our devices and how it is invading our lives. Hello, supercomputer. Hello, hive mind.
You talk about something, and then an ad pops up 30 seconds later on Facebook. Like if you're talking to your wife about, hey, I really missed the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, and then there's an ad for T-shirts that are based on it's fucking Johnny Depp right there. 30 seconds later, they pick up everything.
It's Minority Report. You know what's weird? It's like, it's also I was noticing like if I have like a crick in my neck or like a lower back braid or something, like I'll be scrolling through Instagram or something, and it will inevitably land on like right in my view.
Physical therapy and braces.
And this is a good stretch for this. I'm just like, wait, what? Well, how are you specifically talking about my, the specific pain in my neck at this exact moment? That's fucked up.
10,000 years will give you such a crick in the neck.
Okay, man. That was the genie, right?
Yeah.
Good job. So, I want you guys to watch. Are you a fan of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
There's a show. There's like a prequel series coming called Ratched, and it's like I love One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, one of my favorite movies ever, and I'm just very I don't think it's out yet, but I'm very intrigued by it's like the origin story of Nurse Ratched, I guess, all the way up into her meeting old Nicky Jack. I felt like anyway, I'm not gonna go into that. I will. I just felt feeling very Kubrickian in this testing COVID world, feeling very Kubrickian, wherever I go, how you feeling, man?
You mentioned Kubrick. What's your favorite Kubrick film? He's got an incredible filmography. What's your favorite?
I guess I want to say The Shining because it's got him and Jack in it, which is like excellent combination for me. But favorite Kubrick, 2001 is up there. Yeah. Jeez, man. If I had to choose one, I have to say The Shining. That's because it's also got the conspiracy layer with the moon and everything on top of it. What's yours?
I'm kind of torn. So the ones I've watched, it's 420. Okay.
Tell me what your favorite is. Tell me what it is.
Full Metal Jacket. There you go. Yeah,
okay,
good one. All right, peace out, Dan. For those of you who may not have been a part of the 40X before, 420 creeps up on us strangely enough since we're big fans of this momentous moment in time. It is 420 everywhere, somewhere, and right now it is 420 Pacific Daylight Time. I'm in California, so we're celebrating 420. It's legal out here, baby. So this is what happens at this part in the show. Dan goes and has a little relaxation, a little 420 action. He's a big fan of the Apple Core as a delivery method for his cannabis products. So Dan's going to take a hit. I'm going to educate some of you fine folks in our chat on cannabis. Before I do, I just wanted to say that coming up, we will have the cast of Dan's new film, The Argument. And the central piece of it is a couple that has an argument. And they want to figure out who's right and who's wrong in this argument. So they invite all of their friends that were over the night they had the argument back to replay and try and figure this out. It's hysterical. And we want to know what your most hilarious, like ridiculous couples arguments have ever been. So hit us up in the chat. The ones I see that I can get to, I will read through, and the cast is going to decide who is right and who is wrong in the argument. So if you had a dumb argument with your significant other, laid out for us in the chat, we'll tell you who's right and who's wrong. That said, it's 420, so I want to tell you guys about 3 wonderful pieces of cannabis here. First, I want to start off with a strain. This strain is called Trainwreck. If you are a smoker, if you're familiar with flower, Trainwreck is a phenomenal strain, a legendary Northern California strain known for its potent and soaring sativa effects package, its lemon, lime, menthol, and acrid smell. It's a taste that is famous worldwide, and the plant itself often looks gray due to the heavy trichome coverage. It has a vine-like, heavily sativa structure with a minimal leaf count and large calyxes. So that is Trainwreck. It comes in many forms. It is thought to be a combination of a lowland Thai variety that was brought back to the U.S. in an attempt to mimic Thai stick. Crossing that with a Mexican sativa, otherwise known as brickweed, an Afghani stock produced this plant that finishes fairly quickly once flowering is triggered. The strain was perfected and popularized where else? Humboldt County in California, particularly in Arcata, where the E32 Trainwreck became the eventual popular mother to the rest of the Trainwreck strain. Its aroma, citrus, menthol, pine is the dominant smell. It's sharp with an occasional fruitiness creeping through. The flavor, citrus dominant, sometimes carrying an acrid, fuely component, and the same mentholated quality from the smell. It is sometimes racy, but always very potent. Trainwreck is in the Crusher sativa mold, delivering a nearly incapacitating package of mental effects that can be overwhelming to many patients. It has shown benefits with nausea, migraines, and pain relief. So that's our strain of the day. I want to tell you about 2 other products. Now, when we talk about the flower, that is obviously the traditional method. But I want to talk to you guys about a vape product called Kingpen. Kingpen has always been a brand made for smokers and by smokers. In 2014, the founders of Green Wolf, LA's most acclaimed dispensary, established the Kingpen when they saw that pure, potent, and consistent products were absent in the vape cartridge market. As a true pioneer, Kingpen has helped shape the industry by innovating the science and engineering behind the manufacturing process of cannabis oil. Today, Kingpen is one of the most prestigious, influential, and recognizable names in the space, with one of the largest distribution networks in California. Kingpen is proud to offer California's cannabis connoisseur, as well as the newcomer, several strain-specific formulations crafted to perfection as the brand continues to raise the bar in the world of cannabis today and welcome to tomorrow. Kingpen products are available all over California, and you are starting to see them in other places as well. It is the most awarded vape on the market. Do highly recommend. If you're in the chat hanging out with us, let us know, what is your favorite strain? What vapes do you like? And I'm going to tell you about one more product, and that is from the edible line. That is the Punch Bar. I just recently enjoyed some Punch Bar samples that were magnificent. Their flavor profile is absolutely unbelievable. Like, it's so good, so good. So in 2013, the edibles market was lacking a product that was flavorful, size appropriate, potent, and most importantly, consistent. After months of hard work, the Punch Bar was developed. Punch Edibles was born on the idea of providing a sensibly sized, high-dose edible. Patients could now enjoy their medicine with great flavor, minimal calories and sugar, all in a consistent and safe way. Since launching in 2013, Punch has grown tremendously. Currently, there are 6 different product lines, totaling 30 different chocolate bars. Pardon, all Punch products are lab tested, made with premium concentrates. Punch is located in hundreds of dispensaries throughout California, with a customer base that has remained loyal since the beginning and continues to grow. Strawberry cheesecake, fantastic. The mint dark chocolate was amazing. Peanut butter milk chocolate crunch, also fantastic. Their dark chocolate with the cookie in it is so good. So that is your weed education for the day. I hope you guys enjoyed. I want to take a look in the chat. Welcome to those of you that are joining us. Please do us a favor. Please share this feed out on your Facebooks. If you're watching us via YouTube, you can share that to whatever method of social media that you would like. I want to say hello to the folks that are joining us. Hello to Sarah, who's been killing it in the YouTube chat. What's going on? I'm going to read. Sarah's got a fun argument story. We're going to get to that one. I also want to say hi to Timothy, who was first in the chat. Give you some props there. Joe Pallone, great creator. We've got Quentin, Peter, Frank, Christine is in the house. Rachel is here. What's going on, folks? Amanda, who I think is real close by to here, working over there at Ease. If you guys like cannabis delivered, go to ease.com. In fact, you know what? I will give you guys a discount code. Let's see. I'll find this thing here. If you go to hi.ease.com/ease10, that will get you a discount on your first delivery for Ease if you are in California. Check it out. So all that and more. I want to see what you guys have to say. So let's see here. You're watching from so Farouk is watching us from Cyprus. Do you mean Cyprus like in the Mediterranean? Because that's awesome. If that's what you mean. If you mean Cyprus, California, that's a little less exciting, but still some props for you. Let's see here. Quentin recommends a song for smoking, Dancing Days by Led Zeppelin. A fantastic jam for sure. Look, it can't always be Marley when you go to Spark Up, right? You got to get it a little bit of variety in there. Once again, folks, please do us a favor and share this out and let us know your ridiculous couples arguments so that we can include you guys when we get to that part of the show. So we are going to go to a commercial real quick, and then Dan will be back. We are going to go to commercial. Producer Elvin, take it away.
How are my nipples? Are they in the shot? I wanted to make sure that the viewers saw my nipples. Yes? Good. Oh, well, thank you for asking. I was floating through the 6th and 7th dimension, as digigods do, and I was just surveying the star planes for a succulent planet to eat, and I was sucked into a blasted wormhole. I set up the Clicksport-1 because I was bored. I was so damn lonely in this wretched wormhole, and I like to play with the lives of lower dimensional beings. Don't you? No, I do not pee. Thanks for asking. My favorite game, of course, is The Wizard and the Princess. Oh, my Zak. I play that game night after night, and my digigod parents would say, go to bed, and I would say, shut up! Anyway, you do realize that if I just spend a few more hours outside of this damned wormhole, that the cosmic rays will imbue my pectorals into Schwarzenegger level of pectoralosity. If I am to hold my breath, which I can for several hours, I will get to a point where I become Schwarzeneggered. Watch. Yes. Yes. Wasn't that good? Crown channel, yes. This is a fitting channel for me. The crown channel. This head fixture, it's soldered to my brain. It's immovable. So if you are going to crown me, it will have to fit this headpiece. Might be too much. A hat and a hat. I don't know too many. Quiet! What shall we expect from Clicksport-1? Well, there will be gaming, The usual streamers streaming. There will be tanks, there will be warriors wearing exoskeletons, fighting each other, praising me, worshipping me. There will be people turned to pink goo. I will disintegrate them molecule by molecule. Don't worry, we count all the molecules. Once we reatomize a person, we send them home, and they usually are fine. The rest of the goo, there's usually a bunch of goo left over. We sell it to Frankfurter companies, and we also like to swim in it. I love swimming in goo. It's good for your skin. Look at what it's been doing to my face. I used to talk like this, but after being in the wormhole for a long time, I just decided I'm just gonna talk like this because it makes me feel better. Was that TMI? I will name you Fred. I keep the goo. I always keep the goo.
Are you tired of not having the 4D Xperience podcast and videocast in your life?
Yeah.
You love comic books, posters, and signed photos of Dan Fogler, don't you?
Well, who doesn't?
Well, why the hell aren't you checking out www.foglersfiction.com right now?
All right, I will.
Repeat it.
Huh?
Repeat it so I know you know it.
www.foglersfiction.com.
That's right. You like petting unicorns?
Sure do.
Okay, bye.
What?
www.foglersfiction.com. One-stop shopping for all your Fogler needs.
I'm still here. Hello? What?
December 2033. I don't have much time. Something's happening to the sun, but the system's trying to hide the changes from us. They'll do anything to keep the status quo, even block out the sky with the constant chem fog, and hypnotize us with super drugs and an endless feed of mindless entertainment, all enforced by a nanite-enhanced police department trained to kill first and never ask questions. I'm John Miller, running for my life. You may not know it yet, but I'm humanity's last hope. And I'm getting the hell out before the whole shithouse goes up in flames. They call me the Brooklyn Gladiator. Follow me if you want to live.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dan Fogler 4D Xperience. You guys just saw some awesome content. Dan's graphic novels, Brooklyn Gladiator. We got to see Dark Matter. I love that. Dude, Zak is so cool. Dan, he needs to be like the main villain in like a superhero spoof. Like we gotta make that happen. I love that guy.
I hope so, man. I hope he goes on to, I love doing that impression.
I need so much more.
And like I said, just like I've never had abs before, so this outfit is very special to me. It speaks to the Dan who never had abs before. You know what I mean, Bern?
Mm-hmm.
You know what that's like.
Look, the only time I've had abs, it's because they were airbrushed on.
Exactly. Let me tell you something about having abs. There was a time when I had a shirt that had, full like
flat. Yeah.
And I got more dates that way. It's just a thing. I'm serious. Anyway, so what we have coming up now is the argument blooper reel. Okay, now this movie. Let me tell you something before we bring my amazing guests on. Robert Schwartzman, the director, Maggie Q, who I love and have worked with before, Cleopatra Coleman, and Emma Bell. We gathered a lot of the cast here for your pleasure. And I actually got a text from Maggie. She had some dental surgery or something. And so, hopefully she'll be on once her face swells, deflates. Supposedly, sure.
I know that process, and you can't talk, right? And you're like, it starts, the numbness wears off, and you can speak.
Apparently, she got there. She texted me, and she was like, apparently she got there, and she was like, I thought it was a cleaning, and they were like, and they were just like, and it became the marathon man, and now she can't talk. But hopefully, she'll come on later and just like maybe she'll drool a little bit for us. That'd be fun. Listen, she can read a phone book. I don't care. Or not. We'll see what happens. Okay, so here's the blooper reel. I just want to show you guys how much fucking fun that we had making this movie. It's about 10 minutes long. We should probably put it on like really soon.
Yes.
So let's just throw it on. I want you guys to see just the total fun we had in this screwball, off the wall, fucking hysterical movie. Take it away, Elvin.
You guys clap with more enthusiasm.
Get up, you vicious bastards. Yes.
Wasn't it great?
So great. That's my client.
She is an actress. Cheers. Cheers.
I just want to check my pie. Just gonna check my pie.
Get on there, you son of a bitch.
Trina. Paul?
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah, they know.
That's right.
They know about Paul.
Hi, I'm Trina.
Oh, God. Ouch! Oh, forgot to shave my nuts this morning.
I actually think it's really quite an interesting choice to have made Mozart an African American.
Jack.
Whoa.
I
Really?
agree. I agree.
Thank you.
Sorry. I just felt like I agreed.
In fact, I am an entertainment lawyer.
Bless you. Sarah's a shark. She's gonna be a part.
Try the butt plugs, they're amazing.
So good, right? Amazing, right? So good, right? Amazing. So good, right? Amazing. You're amazing.
Yeah, I definitely can't eat that.
Of course not. You know, historically, pie throwing is met with laughter. We have a shipment coming in right now.
This is bullshit.
This is not you.
I just wish we could redo this whole night so that you could see how wrong you are.
Yeah, I wish we could do redoing. Fuck me in the face.
Let's go again. So let's cut here. Let's cut. Let's go again.
Wasn't it great?
Here we go.
Bye.
Bye.
What is happening?
Lisa.
Fuck, did I hit you in the face? Paul, I know you can't have any because of your reblock. Right, also you're a CrossFit vegan. What is wrong with my face? Right. You're also a cross vegan puppy who saves.
Everything has to be exactly as it was last night,
But
right?
you're sick.
Everything has to be exactly as it was last night, right?
But you're sick.
What? Are we in a loop?
Then you have your last line.
Everything has to be exactly as it was last night, right? Please, I don't know what's happening right now.
No. This is how I did it. No. To the living room! Hey! To the living room!
Are you listening?
Yes, we're just friends.
What? Yes.
What? I don't even know what that means.
Friends? Yes,
Wow.
we're just friends.
I don't even understand.
The murderer is actually in this room. In this pie.
Jack. Are you in the kitchen?
Jesus! Get to the chopper now! Get down! Get up now! Get up onto the chopper now!
Naomi Mark.
All right, rolling.
Lisa! Honey, I think we have a cat.
Screw you, man.
Right back at you, buddy.
Make me.
You didn't threaten.
Hey, what the fuck we doing? Quick question.
Oh, hey, Paul. So good.
Right. Oh!
Okay, enough!
Wait, is that what I said?
Yeah,
No, that was later.
I say I go and I got it.
Yeah.
We have a cameraman shot. No sound guy.
Kick you
You
right in
got
the
Paul
balls.
this time.
Right in the balls. I'm so sorry. Keep shooting, damn it!
I can't drink anymore.
You have to drink, Trina! Everybody drinks! Back in the mouth. That's a good girl. You got the stiffest chair in the world! You have all been summoned here to audition for a new play called The Argument. The Argument. The Argument. Fuck, I fucked it up! I'm going to do this again, and then I'm going to kill myself.
Yeah, you good. You know my number one. Yeah. All right. No, stay. What? You looking good, though. Stop. Quiet, motherfucker. We acting.
Yeah, quiet!
Motherfucker!
Let's keep moving.
Quick note.
Rave, like a raver.
River?
Yeah, like a rave.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, fuck me!
Squeeze it. Oh, but
Climate change
yeah,
is real.
I know it's real. Oh God, but I would.
Oh my god!
You never.
Someone help me!
Why don't you listen to me?
Oh my god!
Why don't you see me? Why don't you see me?
I'm sorry, can we do it again? I just want to be an actress! I didn't fucking ask for this!
And then I take my stance. My shirt is bloody. It's ripped open.
Do we not share a human humanity? Sorry, now I am messing it up normally. Do we not share a human humanity? Give me the line. You know my line. Give me the line, the real line. Do we not share a common humanity? Do we not share a common humanity?
I should kick your ass.
I'm standing right here.
You're a dick, Brett.
Make me, Paul.
What?
Yeah, exactly, Paul.
Okay, Brett.
All right, Paul.
Yeah, Brett.
Are you whistling?
Brett. Paul.
Trina.
I forgot which one.
You a dick, Brett.
I have a dick, Paul.
Hey, listen, we all have dicks.
You a dick, Brett.
I have a dick, Paul.
Hey, listen, we all have dicks, all right?
You a dick, Brett.
I have a dick, Paul.
Hey, listen, we all have dicks, all right?
You a dick, Brett.
I have a dick, Paul.
Hey, listen, we all have dicks, all right? We can keep going. Hey, listen, we all have dicks, all right? Now, Paul. Shh. Brett.
Ow! What is this? Amateur hour? The play is not over.
Nothing. Nothing.
Watch out for my ponytail. My ponytail. Watch out for my ponytail. My ponytail.
Oh!
Did I hit you?
Yeah, you got fine.
Oh my God.
Are you okay?
Totally okay. Totally fine.
Don't block out.
Hi.
Give the people choppers. Give everyone a chopper. You get a chopper, and you get the chopper. Everybody look under you. Share, and you got the chopper.
Fuck!
Son of a...
Okay, fine!
Made a pie. Jesus fuck, man, would you stop acting?
What does it matter?
It doesn't matter.
Great. What's the next one?
Can we take it back? Call off the attack. And what if we redo it all? Would it happen again? Maybe never end.
Scissor time! Okay. Yeah, we good there? That was good. That was a good one. Yep. Okay, double scissor. Let's go the double scissor. All right. Yep. Okay, now what? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Go. Mike. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 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 Yes.
I don't think I've ever seen people fuck like that.
This is good stuff.
Oh, shit.
All right, we're back. Dan, that blooper reel, and it ends on the double scissor with. It's so funny. Yeah, it ends on the Maggie and Dan doing on the table is hilarious.
Sweet bagels of Murgatroyd. This is civilized, Bern. We should think about infusing more video content, scissoring more video content into our stream here, because hey, let's bring on the freaking cast, right? Because they've been waiting. It's hysterical. I had a great time. Everything came flooding back. So let's get them in here.
All right, I'm going to the waiting room. I have Cleopatra and Robert are waiting for us right now, so I'm going to admit them.
Yeah, get them on.
Here we go. All right. And boom!
Hey!
Here she is.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
What is? Hey,
What's
Robert.
going on?
I'm good. Hey, Robert, what's going on with your face, man? Oh, I see what's going on. I couldn't tell what was happening.
He's on vacation.
It looks like he's filming a Corona commercial.
What's going on here? Your glasses were on your mouth. Is that what was happening? You know what happened to me the other day? Because I got to wear my mask all the time when I'm on set, and I literally went to put, because they have like little glasses ears. They made these little glasses ears to hook over our ears when we put them on our faces, and so I was like, I'd literally put them over my eyes like they were glasses. Like it was. I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Okay. I love seeing you two right now. Hello, Cleo.
Good to see you too, Dan. How you doing?
Where are you right now?
I'm in Washington.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, randomly in Washington.
Wait. You're in the heart of it?
Yeah, I'm in the forest.
Oh, you're in the forest. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. You're not in the center of the insanity.
No, I'm not in that part of it. But I am in Washington. Yeah.
Good. Okay.
Yeah.
And Robert, you're in Turks and Caicos.
Robert's having a little trouble with his audio. We're gonna try and troubleshoot that real quick.
I see. Does he know how to hit? Oh, maybe he's gonna come back on. Okay, good. Cleo, we just saw. Have you seen the blooper reel?
I saw it once at the rap party.
Okay.
A while ago.
Okay. Do you know what my favorite part of that blooper reel is?
Drink, Katrina! Is it that? No.
Oh, that's fucking hysterical. You have to drink, Trina. Yeah, because I wanted to do that like Gene Wilder. Like anytime I put my hair to the side, I'm doing a tribute to Gene Wilder, you know?
Amazing.
But Robert toned down my performance. I know everyone's doing that. But my favorite part is you, and it's because you get so wasted in this movie, so drunk in this movie. You're acting so drunk in this movie. And it seems like you've like intoxicated yourself with the improv. That's what it seems like.
Yeah. I felt drunk. I felt completely wasted the whole time. I like you can trick your brain, I guess, into feeling like it's really happening.
So there's a moment which combines so many elements of it's like physical comedy, plus just improv awesomeness and just comedy. Just gold. I think it's probably my favorite part of the movie is when you try to break up the fight. Okay.
Yeah. Listen, we've all got dicks, all right?
Yeah, but it's not just that. That's funny in itself. Hey, we all got dicks here, okay? That's fucking hilarious in itself. But then you try to shush. You try to shush Tyler. Okay, so you shush Tyler, and you give him the shush, and then Danny and everyone's wasted in this movie. Playing, everyone is like drinking like their brains out in this movie, but you are wasted, and you shush him, and then you go to give Danny the drink that you have in your hand. You're just that's right, and you do this thing.
Have a bit of shush.
Have a bit of shush.
Have a bit of shush.
That's okay.
I love the moment when they get let in on the fact that you're reenacting the moments and Trina's smashed, right? And you feel for it. We've all been in that moment. Most of us anyway have had that. It's exhausting. Just the world. You're like, I hate everything in life. And she's like, fine, I'm gonna drink.
Yeah.
One of the funny moments in that film.
So
thank you.
I'm not sure what's going on here. So Robert is coming back on. He's on the beach somewhere.
Yes.
Emma Bell she's pregnant, very pregnant. So she told me she's going to be on and off.
Hey,
Maggie,
Dan, I have a name on here I don't recognize, but it could belong to Emma or Maggie. But Zoe Grossman, does that ring a bell for anybody?
That would be Robert.
No, that's Robert.
Wife.
Oh, it's Robert. Okay, I'll go ahead and admit. So here comes Robert.
Get him in there. Maggie had some dental work, so she's like all blown up to here. So
Oh my goodness.
maybe she'll come on later. Okay, we got Robert.
Sorry, guys.
There he is.
What happened, man? You had to come in from the beach?
No. No, I stupidly was waiting to get into the chat, and I only tested my camera, not my mic.
Yeah.
I was trying to be funny, and it backfired completely. Sorry about that.
It's actually working.
Joke's on me, I guess. Gosh.
Okay.
Leo,
Hi, Robert. How are you?
I'm better now.
Good.
Now that we're talking.
That's right.
How you doing, Bob? You doing good?
Yeah, I'm good. It's nice to be. Well, I've been waiting for this all week, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
So I
nice.
prepared a speech.
Say it.
Not kidding. No, I just was happy that it's just nice to always get together and do this with everybody.
Yeah, I try. I'm sorry, I cut you off.
Well, yeah, this was the best part. I was just gonna say. Well, no, I was just gonna say we're all our argument team is on a thread together, a text thread, and it's like nice that we've been able to maintain that, like after a year of when we shot the movie. It's been really great.
Wow, a year.
Right?
That's crazy.
Over a year. It's been like 16 months since we shot it.
Wow.
But we get to relive it every day.
It's true.
We just showed the by the way, I'm getting great feedback from people that have seen it, and we just showed the blooper reel, and I just watched the blooper reel again, and everything came flooding back. I was like, holy shit, we had a blast on this movie.
Yeah.
I had such a good time on this. It's rare. It's like when you're making comedies,
yeah,
there's a lot of stress in sometimes of making a comedy because it's just like, fuck, we got to make it funny. Like funny is a serious business sometimes, but this was a pleasure.
Yeah, it's true. It really was. I think, and maybe on another project, it's nice when you have a moment like this, because maybe we'll always remember that experience together. But I hope that every movie could be, or television project could have something, a takeaway that's just as meaningful. I don't know if your guys' experience has been always pleasant, or if there's ever been like some weird experiences for you, like how you compare good ones and bad ones. But it's true. And I think, and watching the blooper reel, by the way, is always really fun, because it really is such a good collection of outtakes. And it just shows you the amount of fun we had, because we could all say we had such a great time working together, but it's hard to really express that if you just watch the movie. I mean, maybe it comes across if you just watch it, but when you watch the blooper reel, there's a whole other level of fun that we had together. And anyway, but it's also, if we had cut the movie together with some of those moments, it would have definitely also changed a little bit of the tone of the movie, for maybe better or worse. I don't know how some of those shots would have played in the edit, but the best part is when Cleo can't keep a straight face when she breaks up the fight between Danny and Tyler.
We'll have dicks here.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Funny.
That was so fun. I was just saying, when you had your technical difficulties, we were talking about how intoxicating it felt to play such a drunk person.
Yeah.
For like the month or whatever we were shooting, I just felt genuinely drunk in that moment.
Yeah. I felt like Cleo, you were the Madeline Kahn of our crew.
Thank you.
You know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
When I think of Mel Brooks movie, when I think of Young Frankenstein, when I think of Clue, she has, just flames on my face. She had
heaving breaths.
She had the best taffeta. She had the best. She had the best improvs, man. The best improvs.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't compare myself to her, but thank you.
Okay. Are you known for comedy?
Yes and no. Yeah. I mean, it's funny. Like, I did a show for 4 years, The Last Man on Earth, which was definitely a comedy. But before then, I'd mostly done drama. But you know, it makes sense that I would eventually do comedy because that's all I watch. And I come from a sort of funny family, I guess. And I don't know, just it's definitely a part of me. But I like to do both. I like the duality of drama.
Did you get to be, in like Last Man on Earth, I don't remember you getting to be as zany as this.
No, I never, I mean, women don't get to be as slapstick and screwball, generally. So no, I haven't really got to be like that, but I can be like that. Like that's, my friends know me to be like, I can be that way. I can definitely be that way.
Okay, so that's I was so, because I reached out to everybody. I wanted to get the whole cast together, but you know, because of scheduling or whatever, and
yeah,
I was really happy to get to do a spotlight on the ladies in this because I mean, like with Maggie, I don't know if you know Robert. Maggie had some kind of dental thing, and so she may come on later. I don't know what's going on with Emma.
Oh, the old dental thing. Oh. Oh yeah.
It'd be funny
right now.
Is that today? What can I inject myself with?
I hope she comes on and her mouth is still like, it's still partially numb. It's still unnumbing. That would be hilarious.
That would be wonderful.
Is Emma gonna?
Like, hi guys.
I'm wondering.
Maybe she doesn't know.
She was on the thread.
No, Emma knows. She texted.
Okay. She said she'd be on.
Okay, maybe
she's gone into labor.
That's what I'm wondering. Anyway, I'm so happy that I got to focus the spotlight on the ladies here because I feel like they really are the funniest parts of the movie. Like in my opinion, you guys really get to shine. Like, okay, so between you, Cleo, who I think probably gets the largest laughs in this fucking movie, and Maggie, I mean, I've spoken about this before. Maggie is so deadpan. She's like basically the anchor while everyone's like going off the rails until she goes off the rails and starts
completely
calling everybody out, and she does the up against the wall.
I love that.
And I was saying that if this was it could very well be a theatrical production, and that if it was, that was the moment where she would get the applause on the exit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
And you know, like I did Balls of Fury with her, but through that, she is always the straight man in that. She doesn't get to be zany and off the wall, man. And Robert gave this, you know, amazing playground for you guys to shine. Emma, you know, she's not really known for a comedy, and she's fucking hilarious doing fucking
really funny
pratfalls.
Yeah.
So funny,
like that little dancing scene where she's trying to get Matt's attention.
Yeah, the two of you.
And I'm like dancing, and she's like trying to get in my way. Like that was great. It was
Yeah, and every time, like, we had a bit where every time I stood up, like, she fell to the floor. And hilarious. Like,
so how did the script find you guys? How did it get rolling?
Yeah, I was gonna say, Robert, like, so how did this come together, and how did you get this amazing ensemble together?
A friend of mine wrote the script and shared it with me, and I read it as everybody who was in the movie read it. And I laughed out loud. You know, I really connected to it, and I think that you know, I know that everybody in this movie connected to it the same way. It was like that same kind of connection to the material. But as far as like how I met everyone together in the film, it was really like Cleo and I went and grabbed a coffee at La Colombe in Silver Lake on Sunset Boulevard.
Yes, I feel like we talked really loud, or I was really loud. Like I had so much caffeine, and I was like.
She was yelling the whole time.
Yeah.
People kept looking over, and they were like, "Why are they yelling right now?
Stop yelling! We're filmmakers. We're filming. We're talking about a film.
It's fun. You're made to make a movie. We shouldn't yell at each other about it." So Cleo and I met, and we had a great conversation about the script. And I felt right away that Cleo really genuinely, totally got the character and was really connected to the script, and I felt like I wanted to work with Cleo, and having such a nice, meeting, and it felt like a great energy. I think I had said this before, Dan, so I don't want to be redundant. I'm trying to find new words here.
Good job.
I don't want to say the same thing, but sorry. I'll say it in Spanish. Sorry, I'll say it. I feel like when you work together, especially on an independent feature, when you don't have like trailers for everybody and sashimi delivered to the trailer.
We had vegan donuts.
There were vegan donuts. You try to create an atmosphere of like family and connection. That's what you want, is you want that feeling of comfort, or that's what I really want. I really do, by the way, I love hosting get-togethers. Like I love a good get-together. And the script is about a get-together, by the way. I mean, it's kind of funny but I feel like making a movie is like hosting a party kind of. And it's about walking around. Are you good? You want a drink? Are you guys okay? There's like that
feeling. It felt
feeling.
like that.
Yeah, it felt like that.
Particularly for me.
It was more like, do you want a donut? Anyone donuts? But I feel like maybe you felt this in other projects, and I will get to the point. Sorry, I'm like slow right now with my. I feel it's possible to be around certain people where you don't feel a connection, or you don't feel like a love, or a certain kind of like common. Let's do this together, one for all, like a Three Musketeers kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure that's been felt on sets before, and it doesn't make sense. Like why? I feel like life's too short to have that kind of attitude ever, because like we're all just here trying to work together and make things we're proud of. We get to make movies. It's like we're lucky we get to do this. It's like an amazing thing. It's an imaginary world we get to create, and we get to share an emotion, and we get to transfer something to an audience. And anyway, I just feel like it's a privilege. And I think when you put together a cast, there's a vulnerability to working as an actor, with fellow actors and a director and producer. There's a certain vulnerability, I think, showing up and collaborating. To me, it's important to find a balance of like energy and personalities, and you find that chemistry. Chemistry is a real thing. I mean, you feel it in relationships. Yeah. Working on a set is all about relationships together, communication. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I mean, I honestly, Dan, like, no one in this film read for the movie. Like, there was not an audition. This was not cast like okay, I'm here to read for the part of blah, 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 which I don't think, by the way, is sometimes the best way to get the best out of somebody. Yeah. I think the casting process is really, like, kind of bad. And
I agree.
I feel like I learned more about somebody just talking to them face to face or watching an interview. And everyone in this movie, I watched interviews of them before we got together, because I just want to see how everybody talks, like more when it's more natural.
Crazy.
But this whole movie was cast, and Dan, you and I met in New York City about the script. We sat together and we talked about it, and I kind of pitched you on how we were going to shoot it, and like just gauging your comfort level, like, would you want to be a part of this come to this party? Are we going to be able to all work together and bring like a great atmosphere to this? And that was really how we got the cast. And you were talking about Maggie. I mean, a lot of people watch the movie and they really think Maggie is so funny in this movie. And sometimes they get messages like, I've never seen Maggie do comedy like this. This is awesome. And I do think that, if I'm going to use like a sports analogy for a second, if anyone, please. Okay, all right. So, it's sometimes when teams play each other, depending on wherever they're ranked.
You've lost me.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'll move on. No, here's what I'll say. I think that there are real things like called muscles in terms of like the work we do in every aspect, not just physicality, but I think there are actors that have a certain type of Shakespearean training, that have a certain kind of muscle that they're comfortable with certain kinds of style. Mm-hmm. There are other actors that are really comfortable with just straight improv. They're not good on the page, and it's hard for them to work with a script, right? Everybody has their strengths and weaknesses in life, and I think we all have that. I think that comedic muscles are real things. I think just the comedy muscle. And I think when you get to play with other people who maybe, like Dan, you've done a lot of comedy.
Hey,
Emma
Bell.
Hey, I'm here.
How you doing?
We just wrapped. It all went really well.
Good.
It was awesome.
I like to be the last one.
Nerdbot and stream it.
No one wanted to hear me anyways.
Yeah, they did. Look at you with your golden hair.
Look at this golden hair. I haven't done anything to this in years. Feels
Are
like.
you on a 5G network right now?
I don't know. I'm at a friend's party, man. Can you not hear me? Can you hear me or not?
There's a delay.
Yeah.
I can hear you. I'm just trying to figure out how to share this with people.
It's fine.
It's fine. We hear you loud and clear.
Emma.
Yeah.
You're at a party?
Yes,
You
Dan.
can't be at parties right now.
We were saying
It's not a real party.
We were saying how hysterical. We were saying how hysterical you are, and how this ensemble, we had so much freaking fun, and the ensemble reminds me of, like, if you like movies like, Clue, Noises Off, Soap Dish, those kind of, everyone's a character, and also there's like a Groundhog Day element where we're like, the noise is off about it, where you're constantly repeating, and if you like those kind of movies, this is the movie for you. And I was saying how the ladies, they shine in this, man, and you don't normally do comedy, and you get to be so fucking funny in this. We showed the blooper reel, and everything came flooding back, and I was talking about how the bit where you can't do it now with your baby in your belly, but all the slapstick. Every time I stood up, you fall to the floor. All the jumping around, and the Mozart of it all, and the Jesus Christ, it was hysterical. So,
oh, thank you. Yeah, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't usually do comedy, but it was really fun. But I've said this a million times. I felt like I was in really good hands with you, Dan, and with Robert, and everybody else around me. Was just, the bar was so high. I had to just elevate. I had to elevate. Otherwise, I just would be like, you don't want to be the not funny person in a funny movie.
You succeeded.
Yeah. You nailed it.
Thank you. That's all I want to hear.
I'm being so rude right now. I'm just trying to post.
No, you're good. You're great.
This.
So, but specifically, Emma.
Yeah.
Like, we all were improvising, and there were moments where we're improvising 10-minute scenes, or not 10 minutes.
Yeah.
We're doing.
Yeah. No, seriously, we had 7-minute takes for sure, didn't we, Robert?
Correct.
Oh, at least.
We ran out of film. We were rolling so much.
Emma, are you an improviser?
Sure.
I guess I am.
Now you are.
I guess I am. No, I've taken improv classes on and off in my training, my thespian training. But I never had a reason to really utilize improvisation. But yeah, so many of those scenes. Cleo, friggin' with her improvising at the dinner table and in the room, and we all have dicks here. That whole thing, it was just, it was hard.
We were just talking about that.
Well, it didn't happen unless I heard it. So, so it's yeah, we were all, it was just such a fun set.
We all have dicks here.
We all have dicks.
Is what you're
here,
trying to
guys.
say.
Is what I'm trying. Is what I am.
Comedy dicks. We all have comedy dicks.
No, it was just, I don't know. There was it felt really safe to, Oh, I froze in the most amazing way. Okay. It felt really safe to just explore and play with each other. Right.
Hell yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah. Robert set up a really good space for it didn't feel like there was any wrong answers. It just felt really explorative and creative and fun and crazy.
It was also, I will say, to add to this, I feel like everybody felt like there was an understanding of the tone of the movie we were going to make. And I think everybody, there was which is important. I think everybody really connected right away to what we were about to make, which is how we were all able to, I think, create that. You know what I mean? There wasn't like a confusion of tone and style and.
Yeah.
Well, rehearsal helped, man. I mean.
Yeah. My God.
Yeah, definitely.
So helpful.
So helpful.
I
So
will
helpful.
say too, like Cleo playing drunk to do that because her character has a hangover the next day, and then it somehow gets like a second wind and is able to recover quickly and then carry on. But that's not. I mean, that's hard to do that. It's because it's hard to keep track of where you were in your drunkenness and have that.
Oh, there were so many levels to it, weren't there?
Yeah.
And it was important to hit them for the story.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Also, everybody gave.
It's also hard
too. Sorry.
I feel like it's hard to play drunk and not be like overdoing it. And I felt like, you know, Cleo found this really amazing way to just like, I honestly, if I was watching a movie and didn't shoot the movie, I'd be like, is that girl actually drinking? Because like she looks really drunk in like the greatest possible way. But like pretending to be drunk so for so many hours, I think, Cleo, you had said like pretending to be drunk like made you feel like you were actually drunk.
Completely drunk. Yeah.
Emma,
and I don't.
Baby coming now, Emma? Is that
Baby's out. The baby's out, and she's like a little. She's just like a little thing now. No.
Yeah.
What do you do?
No,
What do you do? Em?
When am I due?
Yeah.
Day after election day is my due date.
Oh.
Whoa.
No pressure, little one, but
Segue? Is this a segue moment?
Sure.
to
election?
politics.
Are we going to talk about politics now? Because
I hope not.
There's a lot going on in the world right now.
It's just a lot. Let's not. Let's focus on things that make us happy, like this movie.
Exactly. So does anyone have any on-set stories that they remember that they're burning to tell? Anything that they remember that was just so hilarious? I mean, I remember it's through the fucking blooper reel, but I remember every time that there was a fucking helicopter that I got to do my Schwarzenegger impression.
Yeah.
That was happening a lot. But
that always killed.
Yeah.
Always killed.
Every time.
I also like that. I like in the blooper reel that one part where I came out and I was just all there's the murderer is in this room. It's one standing here. No, what the fuck is it? The murderer is in this room
pie.
and it is in this pie. Anyway. I don't know.
You did so many great improvs, Dan.
So many.
You kept us laughing the whole time.
Well.
Yeah.
What about you guys? You ready? Anything crazy to happen?
I was drunk, so I don't remember.
Yeah, it's all one
really
big
don't.
black blur to Cleo.
Really, I don't remember.
Cleo, there was a question in the chat. They want to know what you were actually drinking in those bottles.
Oh, what was it?
It was tea. It was like a tea.
Like iced tea?
Iced tea.
Like a sugar-free situation, I think, maybe.
Guys, she was drunk. She can't remember.
I mean, God, if you
it was tea or
act
something.
that, I would have passed out.
So everybody.
No, it was like tea. They usually for alcohol, they usually do like a tea. If it's supposed to be like a scotch or something, it's like an iced tea type thing.
Hopefully it's not.
It looks like a real, like you were really drinking something. I totally forgot that you, like, you know, when you lose yourself in a movie and you forget these things, but it's convincing, I think.
Yeah, and that can be really annoying. Like when I'm watching something and it's supposed to be red wine and it's just like not the color of red wine.
Yeah,
I think we did really well.
Yeah. We got that right color. We dialed it in. That took a couple weeks, everybody, just to be
in post.
We were really. It was like many. Yeah, sorry.
Many passes, many color passes.
Yeah.
I remember one thing I'll share with you, Dan, and everybody, to answer your question, Dan, was the. I remember that Video Village area was in the guest room, which was your guys' bedroom, but then it was turned into a Video Village room, and no one could hear me like yell thing. I had to yell things to you guys, and I like to not cut because I like to shoot reactions to things when you're just kind of waiting there. Something magical happens unexpectedly. But I just remember yelling to everybody, giving notes from the other room, and everybody's always like, "What did he say?"
Yeah.
Always, but there's so much footage where you're like, Cleo's like waiting, and she's like, "What? I can't hear anything." I just remember having to go like, "Okay, one more time."
We had to get. You needed one of those old-fashioned bullhorns, man.
I did. It's true. But there were like two doors between your guys' room and where we were. It was kind of annoying to yell. I felt bad because I didn't want to really throw anybody off, or if you had your own momentum, I didn't want to get in the way of it. But
I have a question, which I have a question for the cast and their characters. Like, so the whole thing is about. The whole thing happens like because we're trying to figure out who's right in an argument. And so we go through this elaborate, drama therapy fucking over like a week of like reenacting the night over and over. And so I'm wondering, do you guys think that your character was right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Trina was right. Trina knows. Not on the first night, but at some point she finds out about the date.
Right.
So all of her suspicions were right. As a woman, you always know. I have to say.
No. Sorry, Trina wasn't right.
Excuse me.
No, Trina wasn't right because there was nothing going on. There was nothing going on. That was like in college.
Just told us. You should have just
told us. Who cares? It was so long ago. It didn't matter then.
People were caring. People cared.
But there was no real attraction in the moment. It was like we were just buds, and he was trying to help me out. Trying to help me get representation. That's all.
Isn't the one thing everyone can agree on though is that Paul's a dog, right? Like that's the one universal truth.
100%.
That is true, and I admit, Lisa admitted.
Trina does leave with Nathan, so she says, "Take me with you." He carries her out. There's this sort of very romantic moment.
Yeah, where are they now? I wonder. Are they?
Yeah,
I would love to see the argument
still
too.
Together? Did they do quarantine together? How did that go?
Yeah, what's that spinoff?
For real, I want to see that for sure.
Oh my god.
Well, how many ridiculous arguments happen because we're quarantined with our significant others and can't get any kind of like little getaway here and there, right?
God.
Are you talking about like today? Or
yeah,
yeah. I mean, I think what's hysterical is for like I was thinking like about my character in the movie, and I was like, if he had just said after the argument, like, look, the first argument, like, look, honey, I was trying to propose to you. Then everything would have been like, oh, I get it. That's why you were acting like a lunatic. But he doesn't he doesn't say that. So then it's just like, because he wants to he's like an OCD. He wants to get it perfect. So he can't. Yeah. And so then it wouldn't be a movie if he didn't. So it's the crazy things, the lengths that we go to be right or to show what we meant, our original thoughts, people just will die in their graves just going to prove themselves. So on that level, I want to talk about if there are any, and then we'll get into Bernie's game. If there are any personal, or whatever, I don't know, any stories that you guys have in your actual like real life relationships, any arguments that you remember where you were just like trying so hard to prove that you were right. Let's hear them. I know I have one. Good
question.
Gosh, I mean, every time.
Who wants to go first?
I mean, every time. That's the whole point of arguments, is that it's two people insisting that they're right. And I think, I don't know, it's like impossible to do, but like if you can try to like not be right in a relationship, that's like the key. But I don't know. I have to say every argument was me trying to be right. Surely.
Yeah. I really love the circular arguments that you get into a lot with your partner, where it's just like you're neither one of you are really addressing the other person's perspective or part of the argument. Like a classic one for my husband and I is that he likes to take things out from where they were and use them and then leave them wherever he was using them, so the house is messy. And then I'll come around and I'll tidy
I feel like
things
I heard
up
about this on set.
and I put them back. I'll put those things back where they belong. And then, a week later, he'll be like, "Hey, where's the wrench? Where's the wrench?" I'm like, the wrench is in the utility closet where we keep the wrench. Why is it not on the counter? I always keep it on the counter. I'm like, well, but it's in the utility closet. And then he'll go in the utility closet and he'll be like, well, it's not in here. It's not, I can't see it. It's not in here. Why do you have to move it? I'm like, if you just moved it, I wouldn't have to move it. And it just becomes this like circular logic. Because he's like, oh, well then we'll just do everything the way you want to do it. And I'm like, or we do everything the way you want to do it? Is that what you're suggesting? Like, I don't understand, just put it back.
Well,
and then that's like an argument.
Oh my gosh.
Part of that classic break in communication is the inability to admit you're wrong, and you keep searching for a different win, and that's what extends those arguments, right?
Yeah.
Like he knows, I would believe that your husband knows, the wrench goes with the tools in the utility closet like anybody would, but he can't, you're already heated and you're in the argument, so he's trying to find another way around to find a win that it somehow isn't just him.
Yeah, no, I just love to move things for fun. That's his argument. But you love moving things. I'm like, okay.
That's fucking hilarious. What about you, Robert? You got anything?
I just have a story. Can I give you an example of a really terrible, like a ridiculous argument?
Yes.
Yeah.
I will say this, and it's, arguments can be very healthy because you can work through things and talk more, maybe get to like the point of something that needs to be resolved, a resentment, an issue, you work through it, hopefully.
Yeah.
But
hopefully.
and hopefully, and or hopefully if you break up, maybe that's where it would have or should have maybe led to that or something. But and a lot of it's driven by ego and the ability to not, and this movie is driven by ego and misunderstanding, insecurity, all these things. But I just have a silly story. Like a long time ago, I was in a relationship, and I was with somebody who was going out, like it was like a night on the town. We were all going to go out together, and I just felt like her friends. I didn't really feel comfortable with all her friends. Just like they just felt like kind of wild, like party kind of vibes. I wasn't obviously in the right relationship, obviously, but. So she was getting ready to go out, and we got into this argument, and because maybe this will sound really stupid, by the way, everybody. Sorry. Tell me if this is stupid, but no, I just thought she was wearing something really like party girl vibes. And I was like, where are we going right now? Like, what is happening right now? So we got into an argument about it. So I was like, you know what? Fine. You know what? I need to go change before we go out too. So I went home and I put on the most ridiculous outfit I could find.
Oh my God.
Because I wanted to prove a point.
Oh my God.
I wanted to prove a point that like, yeah, fine. If then I'll do what I want to do. So I put on these like terrible Crocs, these like bright yellow Crocs. I put on like a fake snakeskin shirt and like a bad hat, like a cowboy hat. I look so stupid.
What are you, Joe Exotic?
I look stupid. We didn't end up going out after that because we got in such an argument that we just ended up calling the night off. But anyway, the point is, it's very common that you get, maybe it exposes like a ridiculousness sometimes about each other, and you laugh it off and you get to a better place. But I've been watching 90 Day Fiance.
I'm dying to watch that. I literally was just talking about that earlier.
You have plenty. You have a lot to catch up on, by the way, which
I'm saving it because I'm going to do a quarantine soon. I'm going overseas. So.
Well, get everything you can before you go.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's amazing to watch that show because you watch these arguments happen and you're just like, gosh, like you can see what's going on.
You can see it. Yeah.
You know it, like what the problem is. And it usually stems from someone's inability to say, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, just be the bigger person. Like, I'm really sorry. Like, I hear you.
You know what's my favorite though with the I'm sorry, because apologies can be kind of tricky too. I feel like, because a lot of times you'll hear, not a lot of times, I'm throwing my husband under the bus like he's terrible. He's not. He's the greatest. I love him so much. But every once in a while, there'll come the moment where he'll be like, look, I'm sorry, but if you had just followed up with a but if you had just.
That can start a whole new war.
Yeah.
And then you're like, was that an apology? Now we need to talk. Now we have an argument about what an apology is.
And then
because that was not it.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's funny.
But also,
so true.
And the movie, just take it back to the movie for a second. Like the whole fun of the movie is the moment of a misunderstanding, like what we're talking about. But had we had a recorder or a video, or if we could play it back and watch it, how would we interpret how we were acting? Mm-hmm. And this is that, that's the fun of the movie, is that they can never get it back. And no matter how hard they try, they'll never be able to recreate the night. And even when they go to the point of the third act where they get to watch themselves through Jack's interpretation of the night, then they start to call each other out on stuff, which is like amazing.
Right.
They all kind of work. It's almost like group therapy. It's like, anyway.
Totally.
True.
So anyway.
Great
to see you guys. Wait, is Maggie still at the dentist right now? What's going on?
No, she's having her face.
She's not coming, guys.
Oh man, it's like waiting for Guffman. I had a seat ready.
It is like waiting for Guffman. She is reminds me of Guffman.
Well, that's what I wanted to.
I've always said that. Said that.
He's just like that. I wanted to. That's another great ensemble. Fucking. I want to do.
Fantastic.
I want to do a Christopher Guest ensemble thing with this cast. Like, I want to bring this cast together.
We should. I would love to. Okay, I just moved to like a random small town, and I won't say where, but just for privacy reasons. But it's like population 1,300, random town. Yeah. And I have this idea.
Winston? Is that Winston? Washington? Is that? Sorry. You said 1,300. I thought it was Winston.
You've memorized all the population.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a very.
I have this idea. I would love to start like a local theater company. I mean, there's like one restaurant, one grocery store. You know, most of the people here are elderly, and I just think it would be so fun to do like a Waiting for Guffman type thing for realsies.
Yeah,
that's hysterical.
Teach people acting. But I agree, Dan. We should totally get this cast back together for like a Waiting for Guffman style, like Christopher Guest sort of thing. I love that.
Oh my god,
that's a great idea.
Count me in.
Let's do it right now, okay?
Rub it.
Okay, here you go. It's a podcast. It's an
quarantine crew.
We're all motivation. We've all been a part of a movie like in the past. Okay. We're getting together to discuss it.
Wait a minute,
I relate to that.
I got it. It's a spin-off. It's called Quarantrina.
What? Yes.
It's just Trina's spinning out. She's spinning out in quarantine.
Yes.
Quarantrina. Love it.
I have like one argument with my wife. Like, I don't argue with my wife that much, which is weird, but
smart man.
Yeah. But we have one argument that we brought up over the years that keeps coming up. Like, we just referred to that day. And that was the Mystic Pizza argument. Okay. I don't know if you guys have ever gone to Mystic Pizza, Connecticut, to the place that is the place that's based on the movie, or the movie is based on.
Yeah.
Never
been there?
No, I've never been.
Never been there.
Turns me into a Tyrannosaurus Rex talking about this fucking joint, because it's an absolute tourist trap. Okay, like, you go into the place, and it's just like the movie is playing all over the place. Oh, Mystic Pizza, oh, fun. That's like, I'm back there. And then you sit down, and it's like, oh, the pizza is just magical. And then I sit down, and I'm from Brooklyn, okay? Like the home of pizza, okay? Basically. Like, okay, well,
Yeah, you're an expert, right?
well, Italy is, but Brooklyn
I was
is
gonna say, no, it's definitely
the cousin.
Brooklyn.
Okay, so Brooklyn is the cousin of
Yeah.
the home of pizza, and I go there, and I'm expecting magical pizza, and what is
Mystic pizza?
yeah, I'm expecting mystical pizza, and what is put down in front of me. It was like, it wasn't even a Tombstone pizza. It was like an unfrozen. It wasn't even Chuck E. Cheese. It was just like, it looked like it was still had like frost flakes on it. It was still the frost. Slap it down in front of me. The fucking and I'm looking at my then fiance, and I'm looking at her, and we're looking at the pizza, and I'm just like disgusted. And now I'm like trying to like, I'm like, why isn't she as disgusted as I? What is her level of disgust is not equal to mine. And now we're leaving. Now we're leaving the joint. And I'm like, she's like, so what do you think of Mystic? And I was like, yeah, it's fine. And she's like, why are you so pissy? And I'm just like, I can't believe that you are not as disgusted about the pizza as I am. That we were just drawn here for this mystical pizza. This pizza was just shit. It was just shit. So
this is your one argument?
That's the argument?
This is our one argument.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so hold on. So she goes, I liked the pizza.
Oh.
And now you're thinking,
you're
like,
is this
I
the
make
right
a right
person?
choice here. Am I
Give me
marrying-
the ring back.
Am I marrying the right girl? And I'm like, exactly. We go off for like ever about the fucking. I was like, I'm just saying, I know what pizza is, and that was pizza. Anyway, so Bernie has a game, and hey, Emma, can I make a request that I know you're having triplets now? Is that what's happening? You're popping babies out of?
Yeah. Why? Is it too loud where I
It's
am?
a little. Yeah, it's a little. Can you just mute yourself if the circus comes to town? Okay, so, but come in and out. Obviously, don't mute yourself for the entire thing. So
No, I'm mute now. You don't ever get to hear me again.
Fuck! Damn it! I hurt her feelings. So Bernie, you got your game now. Let's bring in Bernie.
So I reached out across the internet to find some great stories of people having arguments, and I wanted to see if we could judge who was right and who was wrong in these situations. But also, Dan, I had a funny, stupid argument, but my girlfriend and I disagree a little bit. We disagree a little bit politically. We're slightly leaning the opposite sides of center. And so we get into that, especially this time of year, and the other day she, an ex of hers, by the way, she didn't tell me this until after, but a friend, is selling this alkaline water stuff, and she wants me to sit down and go through this presentation with him, right? And it's this like $2,000 machine that alkalizes your water or whatever. It's and so I look into it a little bit and do like a quick little researching on YouTube, etc., and do the presentation with him. And as he's doing the presentation on Zoom, I'm like typing to her. I'm like, he's using all salesperson language. Like, I want science. And I asked him like twice on this thing, like, I'm like, do you have any scientific studies that you can point me to, some experts, something like that? And he's like, well, I'll get you the quotes. And I'm like, no, I don't want quotes from a rando doctor like Trump rolls out the demon sperm lady to tell us that COVID's a hoax. Like, I want peer reviewed scientific study before I'm spending $2,000 on a filter, and it blew into this thing. And she later was like, yeah, she was PMSing and she was very emotional and other stuff. But I was like, I just want a scientific study.
Can I judge this right now, Bernard? Can I judge it?
Yeah.
You were wrong. You were wrong.
How?
That's it. You were just wrong. Let's go on to the next game.
Okay.
That's it. I mean, that's how you want to know about longevity? That's how you do it, pal.
No, 100%. Absolutely.
I feel like Dan could teach you could teach a class on this, Dan.
Oh yeah, I just did. That's how I'm fucking
It's amazing.
Thank you.
Incredible.
Yeah. I mean, you have to You really have to understand the full scenario, and just from me to you, pal. I mean, I know, are you married to this lady yet?
We practically, but no. But we live together. I'm basically stepdad to her 2 awesome teenage kids. You've met her a couple times, so yeah.
Someone who's been married for 11 years. So far, I'm gonna be married in 11 years come October.
Wow.
Never mention PMS. Never.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I didn't mention it. That was part of her apology later.
Don't even mention it. Don't even say it on the show.
Thanks.
He's gonna hear this shit.
Thanks, Daffy.
Did I sound like Daffy Duck for a second?
Yeah. Don't even say it on the show.
You're despicable. Never say PMS.
Anyway.
Okay, so
Emma, go. Oh, Emma, please come back. Is it really loud there?
There she is.
No, I'm just. People are leaving the party, so I'm like going off so I can say
You're at
goodbye.
a party, huh? Look at you.
A tiny birthday party.
And your
Look,
mask.
I've got my RBG mask.
Yes, RBG.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Nice. Anyway, continue, please. Continue.
Okay, so let's judge more people. Let's judge.
Okay,
more.
so the first one, this one's on our YouTube chat from Down the Road Show, and he says, my ex ghosted me for a week because I posted to Facebook before texting her. I've definitely had this argument too, where I posted an announcement to Facebook before I, told my significant other. So
Well, I think it's a bit, I mean, look, no one likes that, like that sort of flakiness, but I think that's a bit of a big reaction, no? To ghost for like a whole week.
Yeah, it's extreme. That's extreme.
I feel like
I think that's pretty childish, to be honest.
Yeah, I feel
like she's wrong.
I feel like there's a world in which, like, yeah, you express like maybe you're a bit annoyed or a bit like, hey, could you not do that? It makes me feel like maybe, you don't like me or something's going on. And then, you can sort that out. But I don't think you need to like tit for tat them like that.
What if it's a topic that your significant other just isn't very interested in, and so you kind of don't think about talking with them about that kind of a deal?
I think Chloe and I are both saying, or Cleo and I are both.
Who the fuck is Chloe?
Who the fuck is Chloe? You know what it's called? It's called pregnancy brain. I really apologize. I really apologize.
I forgive you. See,
okay,
we cleared it up.
What Cleo and I are saying is we agree with the dude. Like, it's annoying sometimes when like you don't have that communication. I agree. Like, if I was his girlfriend, I'd be like, hey, like in the future, just even if you think I'm not interested, just like talk to me about it, because it was kind of weird to see it online. But the whole week of not talking, that's like a childish reaction. Yeah, that's a childish reaction.
Awesome.
Was that yours?
Loving this. No. This is someone who's in our YouTube chat.
Okay.
Another one from Morgramezi. I invited my ex to an event. He didn't want to go, so I went on my own. The next day, he saw pictures and was mad I didn't take him.
Didn't who him?
She didn't take him to the event that he said he didn't want to go to, and then he was mad the next day.
He's wrong.
That's
wrong.
stupid.
He's
out of here. Get out of here with that.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that dog. Bernie, we have a dog on every show. Do you realize this?
Me too, yes.
Good.
This is amazing.
Hi, Georgie.
George, and he's always right.
We'll have to get Zach and Joe back and have a dog off with Cleo.
Yeah, you guys, right? I have a poster here that's kind of interesting behind me.
What is it?
It's like Arnold.
That's him from Pumping Iron.
The helicopters.
In the chopper.
Down. Get up. Get down again.
Oh my God. What are you doing? Where are you? Was that random?
My friend who's having this little kind of tiny, and we all had tests and they were all negative, and we're wearing masks. Anyway, he's a workout instructor, so this is his home gym.
Oh, that's his inspiration,
I guess.
Or is it ironic?
Go on. No, I think it's inspiration, to be honest with you.
Definitely.
Moving
Genuine
on.
inspiration. Okay.
Make sure he wipes all that shit down. Make sure he's like extra wiping it down. Wipe all that shit.
Yeah. Oh, gross.
Just wipe it down right now yourself. I don't want you're pregnant, and I don't want you to get anything.
Your mask. No, I'm not going anywhere near it. I'm saying.
Stop breathing near there.
Emma, being as meticulous as you are, I think you're going to enjoy this one. So from David, all buttons should be unbuttoned when washing a shirt. Otherwise, the washing agitator pulls at the buttons, stretching the holes in the connecting threads. His husband, just toss it in and get her done.
I'm more like the husband. I toss stuff in. Look, there's too many things to do in a day to worry about friggin' buttons.
I got so confused there. I thought you were talking about taking a shower with your fucking shirt on. And trying to multitast.
When washing a shirt, Dan, not oneself.
Right, I got you now. I've been smoking in between these.
I mean, that's silly. If you have that big of if you're that strict about something, like, you can just go ahead and wash your own shirts. How about that?
Yeah. If there's a real big difference between washing styles, maybe everyone washes their own stuff in that house.
Yeah.
I see Robert, you're staying out of all this, man. You don't have any opinion about any of this, man.
No, I agree with everybody. I mean,
you agree with everybody.
Smart move.
Smart move. Well, when it comes to the laundry, that was the last one, right?
Yeah.
No, I think you have to be mindful of mindful of these things.
So you don't agree? You don't agree with us then?
No, why? But whose side was who? Like, I think whoever said don't just throw it in there is right, because you got to be
okay.
You don't
agree with me.
You could
you don't
break
agree with
something.
me.
You could ruin something. Right?
Or you could just do your own damn laundry. I'll do laundry my way.
If it's someone else's, shirt, and say if I asked my partner to wash my clothes and he was doing it in a way that damaged the clothes, I would expect next time he would be mindful of that. But if it's really a no-go for him and he's like, listen, I'm going to put a boundary up here, then I would have to respect that and be like, I'm going to wash my own stuff.
Yeah. By the way, I think, by the way, the sun is blasting here, so I apologize.
I can see that.
It's setting right in front of the window.
Oh, you have a sunset view. How terrible.
Yeah, we've been to your house.
We should all feel bad
it's
for
really
Robert
nice.
with the sunset view.
Oh, man.
Beautiful
Sun. God, I'm sorry. If I go like this, it's too dark. Look, the fact that somebody's even doing the laundry in the household is such a nice thing to do.
Agreed.
I mean, if someone does your laundry, how nice is that? And folds it afterwards?
Oh, that's super nice.
I mean, folding laundry is a very kind thing to do, I think.
So you guys want to all get together for the sequel, Cora and Trina? Are we going to do that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's do it.
Trina's in.
I want to, or whatever we do. Let's all work together again.
I would love that.
Yeah, it'd be amazing.
You guys, thank you for coming on the show.
Talk about the election that's coming up on 11/3.
God, no.
3rd of November.
We do this show to take a mind
important. Well, I just think I know there's a lot to discuss right now, but I think it's our duty to say, register to vote and go out and vote. We have to.
Absolutely. For sure. Absolutely. Yeah. Everyone should vote.
Absolutely.
I can't vote. I am a permanent resident, but I cannot vote. And if I could, I certainly would.
Good. The whole thing is just a mess. Anyway, so I love these people, and I'm so happy that they're on my show, and I'm so happy that they took the time to come on the show and see the argument. Go see it. And then argue with your significant other about how good it is.
Can I say, by the way, what's so cool, by the way, about making a movie or making anything wait, Cleo, can we talk about your new music you just put out?
Oh, yeah.
I did it out.
Thank you, Robert. I did just put out some music. It's sort of a first up. Dan's gone.
This was fun.
This happens during the show.
Out. That's all people need to know. It's just out. It's on Spotify. It's on Apple. It's on all the Amazon Music. It's out there. So, and it's a really cool thing for me to be sharing. I think I showed you the song, Robert, when we were shooting. I showed you the demo version.
Yeah.
And Yeah,
you guys,
it was cool.
it's dreamy. It's dreamy. It like puts you in a mood.
Thank you. It's like
her voice is like the voice of an angel.
It's like shoegazer, Mazzy Star, 90s vibes.
Very
Sad
90s. I
girl.
love the 90s vibe. It's very, it's awesome.
90s sad girl bedroom music.
Very nice.
And
Very nice.
it's so cool that it's finally out of my bedroom and in the world.
Ooh.
And
I
that's
just
the beauty.
peed. I just peed that entire time. I was peeing that entire time.
Wow. man.
Wow. What, are you pregnant?
Yeah, I think so. I think I'm pregnant. Guys!
But the cool thing is all these things we make, they live on, and it's great to be able to share this with everybody.
So right,
a movie at your own pace. You can discover new music at your own pace, but I think I just feel very proud we got to work together and make a movie, which is a hard thing to do. It's not easy to make a movie, and it takes a lot of time and love and care, and I'm just really happy about it. And I think people really like it, so it's cool.
Yeah.
I told Dan, I was like, it's one thing just to make a movie feels like an amazing, just to even shoot a movie, to finish it and get it out is like a whole other hurdle. And then have somebody actually like it is an incredible feeling. So I think, because at the end of the day, we will continue to make things to feed our own artist.
Mm-hmm.
And if somebody gets to enjoy it, it's just all the better, I think, at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Hey, Robert, where was the exterior shot of the apartment that we see a couple times in the film? Where was that shot?
That was, the movie was shot in a house, but then we cheated the house for like a sort of bungalow complex. And that was, our DP lived near that building in Eagle Rock. So he went out one night and just shot exteriors of this place. He shot a bunch of places, and then we cheated them in the edit to see which one actually played. But it actually, the audience, no one's questioned where you are in the movie. I will say also, a lot of people don't, they forget that they've never really left the house the whole movie. There's no shot of Trina and Paul driving home and being like, man, in the car. And then, it's like exterior LA, fountain shot of Beverly Hills, shot of the Hollywood sign. We didn't need any of that stuff. I feel like it just totally worked to never be in the house. Never leave the house, which is crazy.
Yeah, you're right. It's all implied. You feel it. You feel the argument that Trina and Paul had. You feel the aftermath of all of it.
Well, and for anyone that grew up out here, the archetypes and some of the characterizations are they're so spot on. You've seen those kinds of people, all throughout in Los Angeles. And so it had that feel just so perfect.
There's an idea.
Please, Robert.
Well, no, there's just an idea too about the movie that I think is kind of, if people have seen the movie, maybe they'll get this. But I think the movie, there's a lot in this movie as far as what is the argument about, to really dissect the movie. I think there's a lot of, it's dense. And I think that a friend of mine who's a director interpreted the movie that the whole argument is that Jack wanted to propose to Lisa and he didn't get to. And he's redoing the night so he could get a second shot at proposing to her. That's why they come back, not to solve the argument. And then eventually that he misses again, and then he gets swept into the whole thing. There is this idea, the whole idea of Salieri and Mozart, if you go back and watch Amadeus again, is that Salieri he feels like he's not as good as Mozart. And there's this idea that Jack, as a writer in this movie, feels this sense of failure, and it's what fuels his sort of being petty in this argument and trying to figure out who's right and wrong. That it comes from his own insecurities and projections of his failures as a writer. There is another idea in this movie too that's interesting, which is that Jack. This is another way to interpret it, and everybody could go to sleep right now. And I wouldn't blame anybody, but
you're always prefacing your thoughts with sorry, I'm so boring. But you're not.
I just want to make sure I'm not rambling too much, but there's another idea in this movie that Jack hasn't written anything in a long time as a writer.
Oh, keep going.
Sorry.
It is almost 2 a.m. where Dan is in the UK.
Yeah, I know, Dan. Thank Dan.
Oh,
But
socks.
There's another idea that this whole thing was because the whole night being repeated again and again was because Jack has writer's block and he's looking for inspiration. So he's creating an argument to have something to write about.
Yeah.
And that
I think it's all of the above. That's like all of the above.
And then he writes it out and then he puts it on. And then at the end of the movie, he's actually seen his work hit the stage.
Yeah.
The place where he felt his first insecurity, and then he takes a bow at the end, which is his sort of way to step up and say, look at, like feel a sense of empowerment.
Right.
So anyway, there's all these things in it, but that's what I love about the movie is there's so many ways to look at it. But at the end of the day, every couple has their argument and they each are working through something and they each get to some other outcome. Trina and Paul realize they should call it quits because maybe this was like never should have been. Sarah and Brett realize that like maybe they should start a family and maybe she should work less. And then Jack and Lisa realize maybe they should work together. Like maybe they're professionals and they should get married. And then that last scene where she takes out the ring, you wonder like, did he actually do it? Or did he just write it? You know what I mean? Did he actually... it's a good question. Is he living out a reality in his writing, or did it become a reality in real life?
I want to say he finally did it. Well, did she have the ring on her finger at the end in that final bow?
Well, she's working, so she probably wouldn't have it on it for her character in the play.
Oh,
right.
Well,
yeah, because in the end, actor Jack takes out the ring and she goes, she lights up.
Yeah.
And you wonder, like, was that scene written from reality? Like, did Jack actually do that?
Right.
And then he wrote it into the argument, the play.
Right.
I hope he did. I mean, that was the whole purpose, right?
I
think
it
he
was
did.
I didn't think it was like a live proposal because then wouldn't I run off stage and hug my man?
Well, you do. You guys, he bows. You have a moment together, like a real sort of Hollywood ending moment.
No, we do, but I kind of felt like it must have happened outside of the play, and he put it in, right? Guys, listen, I love you. I have like literally 5% battery.
Emma, come on, Emma. No, Emma.
You guys,
Emma,
I love you so much.
We love you. You are with child, and we understand.
I am. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, it's the baby. It's the babe. It's my phone. My phone's about to die.
Gotcha.
I'm glad you made it to the dentist and you made it on, unlike Maggie.
You guys, I am here, right?
With child as well. Like,
that's all I'm gonna say, Emma.
I'm gonna hold that against Maggie forever now.
Good, you should.
Better been a really bad cavity, Maggie. A really bad one.
Yeah, I hope you're in pain.
Something tells me she doesn't get cavities.
Yeah, I don't know that she has sugar.
I'm not saying she's lying. I'm saying she probably does have a dental appointment, but I'm saying as far as it can't be a cavity. It has to be like
can't be a cavity.
Something else.
All right, let's these wonderful people go. I have to get on with my life.
All right.
Okay.
So
Bye,
good to see you all.
Guys, great to see you guys. You guys
Let's do the sequel,
everyone.
Have a great night. Be safe, everybody. 11-3. 11-3.
Bye.
11-3 vote. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you to Emma and Robert's still here. And thank you to Cleo.
Awesome. I just want to say, wait. My mom's at home right now watching. Hey, Mom.
Sorry. It's like the Academy Awards when they wrap up the speech and they're like, and everyone's like, no.
Is she? We still need to get Dan and your mom together, right? We still got to do that.
But yeah, we have to do that.
Oh yes. Yes.
Next time we have you, just send her the Zoom and have her surprise pop in. I'll see it, but Dan won't. I'll just bring her in, whatever we're doing.
You guys can just send me all the Zoom links for every other NerdBod podcast, and I'll just crash. Can I crash it?
Yes. Whenever you want. I'm not kidding. Anytime you want to jump on, like, oh shit, here's Robert. I didn't know.
Sorry, wrong Zoom. Sorry.
Dan, just start a BCC list of all the guests, and you send out each link every week, and we'll just see who shows up.
That's a good idea. I love the idea of a surprised guest list just by wildfire sending out the Zoom link.
Oh yeah, that's kind of great. We should do like a
improv
fix it. Do a mashup one day. You know what? Hell not.
You just send it out. Say whoever wants to jump in. Here's the time frame. Just go.
I like it.
I'm gonna say goodbye, Dan. Dan. Are you shooting right now?
I am.
Are you having a good time?
I am, man. Despite the Kubrickian nature of things, you know, where there's, you know, I have to wear. They're very strict, which is great. It's like the gold standard, and but I got to wear a mask wherever I go on set unless I'm acting.
Right.
So when I'm not acting, I don't have a mask on, but everybody else does. So I feel like Nicholson in like the beginning of The Shining, or like, you know, like Cuckoo's Nest, just being like, yeah, let's see what happens here. You know, it's just like, yeah, this is a nice joint. Let's have some fun. You know, it's like everyone's like, how are you feeling today when they're fucking? Yeah, it's surreal. But yeah, there's no other reason why I would have this mustache. That's why.
No, you look great, and I can't wait to see it. It's so cool. It's going to be amazing to see it, and the fact that it's incredible.
I think it's going to be amazing. I think this time I always talk like the last movie I was saying it's going to be like Empire Strikes Back. I'm not saying anything about this movie. I'm just going to let the movie speak for itself. But we're just a couple weeks in, but we're getting great stuff. Very happy with the script. See what happens.
If you're ever sitting in your trailer and you've got 10 hours waiting around, hit me up.
I will.
FaceTime me.
For
I'd
sure.
love to say hi. Okay.
Dude, at any time
okay?
you want.
I just love to say hi. Okay.
Dude, don't cry like that.
All right. Just want to see you. Just want to see you in your trailer. All right.
Okay.
Bernie, it was great to see you, Bernie. Thanks for having me for our audience. And get The Argument Wine, theargumentwine.com, right?
Yes.
Anyway.
Get a bottle of wine, drink it while you're watching, getting into an argument with your fiance.
Beautiful. All right.
Awesome. Take care, Robert. So good to
have a great night. Take care.
I didn't think I love him, man. Wouldn't it be funny if he just couldn't figure out how to leave and he was just like, oh, I'm just gonna stay.
It's like the end of Ferris Bueller. What? You're still here?
Exactly. Well, you know, that's his band is Rooney. You know, it would be very appropriate. Actually, next show, I'm very excited about this.
Next weekend.
10-3. What was that? 10-3. Something wrong with me. I did what? I'm still turning into a Tyrannosaurus Rex by talking about Mystic Pizza. 10-3 Walking Dead special, man. Supersized. Oh my God. There's gonna be a lot of content. We got Cooper Andrews, Kari Payton, Eleanor Matsuura, and Paolo Lazzara. And my God.
And you have Michael Cudlitz on the podcast, right?
Yeah, and we have Michael Cudlitz on the podcast coming up. We also have a special guest, like a secret guest that'll come on.
Ooh.
Yes. And that's it, man. I'm excited. And then we have the next. It's like the follow up to the pre-party to the finale. Let's say. Which we're finally going to get to see.
We'll call it that. We'll call it like this is where all the Walking Dead fans can come to pre-game for the finale, because I know everyone cannot wait to see where this thing goes. You got some characters returning. You know some characters are going to go. Who knows? Crazy.
I want to thank the cast, everyone that showed up, and the director of The Argument. Freaking my gosh. I love that movie. Please go see it and tell me what you think of it.
Non-biased, it was absolutely hilarious. My girlfriend and I were dying on the couch watching it. I almost threw her off the couch just to do that. And had I not had the blackout, Dan, I was preparing a charcuterie board to have on the show today, but had to leave that at home. So
a charcuterie board.
Yes.
That's hysterical. He said, yeah. The charcuterie. But then there's an actor that comes later that's playing me, and he can't say it. So he says, I kept on saying, like, dude, say shark coochie. That's just so fucking funny. And he's just would you like some shark coochie? And I think that's just just those two words together, shark coochie. It's funny.
Yes.
Yeah, it's also scary. Very scary. It's scary and funny. That's rare. It's like Young Frankenstein.
That
means glue. Anyway, so that's it, man. I think we had a great show here. There was a little touch and go there. I was like, what the hell's going on? I feel Maggie Q, I hope your face has come down from being swollen. I hope I'm gonna get her on a podcast. She owes me a podcast now for not showing up.
There we go.
And that's it, pal. You want to show us out? We got a one more little Zak commercial at the end here.
We do. I will say, so there were a couple of comments, by the way. I think this is brilliant, but one of our regular watchers, Jason, says that you should play the Great American Hero in a reboot. I think that would be magnificent.
Ooh, like a movie or
Greatest American Hero.
That's a great idea. I love that show. I love that show.
Did you know? I didn't know this. They tried to spin off with a female lead and Greatest American Heroine. I didn't know that was a thing, but it got a single episode.
Believe it or not, I'm
walking on air. Never thought I could be so.
Fucking love that show, man.
William Cat.
Yeah, he was supposed to be the original Luke Skywalker. He was actually in Fanboys. He was the Danny McBride part before they Danny McBrided it. So fucking love that. I would love to do a movie of that. That would be cool. Really like a hysterical movie of that.
That would be hilarious.
I would love to have superpowers. That's the other thing about Zak, man. I love having superhuman powers. As a digi-god, I can shoot Emperor Jedi laser beams from my fingers. I have nipple lasers. Okay, let's let me go to sleep.
All right, Dan, thank you so much. Enjoy some rest. Enjoy some great filming this upcoming week on the set of Fantastic Beasts.
Grazie.
And I will see you again next weekend when we're back here at the Dan Fogler 4D Xperience live on NerdBot. Saturday, October 3rd. The Walking Dead cast will be here a day before the release of the finale. Heck yes. Thank you so much to producer Elvin over at NerdBot Studios. Thank you, sir. Thank you to the audience. You guys can please keep sharing this out so folks that missed it can take a look. Check out The Argument. I watched it on Amazon. It was amazing, hilarious. Enjoy. We will see you guys in a week. Thank you so much. You ain't got to go home, but you can't stay here.
We should change that. We should say that they have to stay home, but they can't stay here.
That you have to stay home. You can't go anywhere else, but you can't stay here. But we're going to send you away with one more look at Zak Aventus.
Oh, hi. It's me, your pal Zak. Let's be frank, shall we? Some of you viewers have been very concerned about my bulge. Well, I want to be totally out in the open with you about all of this bulge business. Here, let me show you. See? It was here when I got here. Totally innocent. A true companion. My loyal bulge. He likes it. Scratch him. And of course, it is my duty to derf my bulge, which I do regularly with my specially patented Doc Zak's new derf powder. Good for all your bulge needs. See? There you go. It's nothing to be alarming your filthy minds about. You should all be ashamed for assuming this was anything but absolutely pure, family-friendly entertainment. Isn't that right, folks? More powder, you say? Okay. I am Zak Aventus, and my bulge approves of this